And today, well, first of all, there's your free QR code as mentioned in the title. And if anyone else wants to see the QR code, all you need to do is just rewind back to the start of the video. You can see it there, or you can watch the stream again once it goes back up, which it eventually will, and you can watch them over in my little live streams. But that is not what we're here for today. We are here, my goodness, we can, to wander all the way over to here, to WB Supercard, and we are going to play some wild campaign. Now, first of all, I see that the chat is not working, so let me just do that. There we go. People are saying, people are saying that I'm late. I am not late. I did not start yet. There's a difference. Fatboy says, hey boss. Austin Casey says, same. George Hasey says, I'm waiting. Astro JJ says, the thumbnail changed. BBF Lord says, hello and late. George Hasey says, let's go. Astro JJ says, oh no guys, he's late. I am not. Astro JJ says, yo, and George Hasey says, what's up? Resonator says, hello, and Astro JJ says, yo. And that is an excellent way for us to start. We have literally just finished Team Ring Domination. We got ourselves 259 of our wonderful little shards. We got the Tempest card, and we got the Detention card. Unfortunately, we couldn't get much further than that. But coming this Friday, we shall most certainly maybe see a little bit more improvement, because I'm going to use some of the Black Friday sales to try and level myself up just a little bit here, try and get myself up to at least that Noir tier, and maybe eventually get ourselves up to that Crucible tier as well. That is what I am going to try and do. George Hasey says, what's a Graza Grandcat? Let's go from Discord. Astro JJ says, campaign is hard. Well, let's find out just how difficult it is, shall we? As we all jump into it together. So, I have done the first 4 of these, pretty much by accident, just trying it out. And we're going to try from number 5 and just continue all the way up. Christopher Juarez says, hello, welcome. BBF says, Survivor match. I really don't feel like doing Survivor matches. Not until I'm on at least Noir. Ben Randall says, hey bro, hey, welcome Ben Randall. Welcome to the stream. There's many of you that is joining the stream, which is very, very wonderful to see. Astro JJ says, I got 79 stars and can't win anymore. Jeff says, sup is a grand cat. And Fatboy says, I'm working on the next rarity level. Well, let's jump in here. This is apparently our best deck. I'm just going to click autofill. No, okay, apparently that's what we're running with. It's weird because we've got other cards here. I mean, there's this and... yeah, because this gives us power and toughness and speed and charisma, so I prefer to use this one if I can. Christopher Wire says, hey, I was the one that texted you in Supercard. Welcome. Astro JJ says, when you get onto the next stage, you can... what? When you get to the next stage, you can on... oh my goodness! It made so much. It made so little sense that it actually caused me to sneeze. And that is pretty crazy. That's fairly bad. After JJ, you need to work on your mannerisms, otherwise you shall cause the Grand Gat to sneeze, and you don't want that to happen. Your deck is already good enough to beat stage 65. Well, that's pretty good. It looks like we've got a few to win here then. So let's just jump right in. And we're going to take on Giovanni, apparently, according to the big old Gunther. And there we are. We're just going to have a bit of fun with this. So, let's put in our Becky Lynch. Okay, we're against SummerSlam 23s. So, we are good. I think we shouldn't have much of a problem here. Tag team match. There we go. We have a down arrow, we have an up arrow. And the well-known tag team of John Cena and Dude Love. George Hasty says top 3 cards is Blair Davenport, Detention, 2 Ricky Steamboat, and 1 Pro Sensational Sherry. What? There we go, we've got another 5 stars. Let's jump in. Oh, of course, We get a blue forging crystal. I forgot about those. So we're just going to jump in with the deck that it gives us rather than changing it every single time. Because I feel this is just going to be faster. Fat Boy says I'm on 210 stars. Very cool. So this is a single match, so we're just going to put in Mr. Juan Cena. George Hasty says Ricky's detention and pro is Tempest. Does anyone know what George Hasty is talking about? Because I do not. Is he talking about what Gunther uses? I'm sure we'll find out ourselves in the very next match. I reckon a few of these will be nice, easy wins for a little while until we get into some of the later games. And here we are, we're on our first boss fight, where we're going to be against Big Gunther himself. Are you ready to face Der Ring General? Sensational is actually a superstar card instead of a manager. What? What are you talking about? Oh, Austin Casey says, hi, it's the Grand Cat. It is King Messiah. Oh, welcome, King Messiah. Welcome to the stream. We are trying to work out what George Hasty is talking about, but I think I'm just going to continue and take on our first boss. Oh, it actually shows you what our boss is. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's all of... oh my goodness, what are they called? Dag, now what is Gunther's team name called? It is called Imperium. Imperium. My goodness, why could I not remember that? So it's all of Imperium with a random JSO thrown in there as well. And then we have Indy Hartwell and Bianca Belair. So that's very cool. Bianca Belair, right arrow. Bianca Belair is meant to be an up arrow. That's strange. Let's see here. Christopher Juarez says, hey, do you think CM Punk is coming back? I really hope he does. Otherwise, I think WWE may get booed out of the building. BBF says, Lord says, SummerSlam 23's here. Astro JJ says they do that with every match. George Hayes says Imperium, I remembered. And Alexei says, yo, hi-yo. Welcome, Alexei, welcome. That is Alexei Bear. And we're going to go in and take on this boss, our first boss, Gunther. We're going to take on Der Ring General himself, Gunther. Are you watching Survivor Series? Yes, I absolutely will be watching Survivor Series when it comes on this Saturday. I've been playing the Roa Cassidy event, and then I saw this. Oh, yes. I also meant to do that as well. That is for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. We'll have to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video on getting the new character as well. And John Cena should be enough to finish off Big Gunther himself here. There you have it, folks. Definitive proof that the next Intercontinental Champion is going to be John Cena. And there we go, we got a red Forging Crystal this time. Oh, very cool. It looks like you've collected enough stars to claim your first milestone reward. So let's go ahead and claim that then. Great! We got the man himself, John Cena. We won with John Cena. John Cena told us, go and get a reward, and he gave us John Cena. John Cena's everywhere. Is this just... Yeah, okay, so it's random what you get. We just happened to get a John Cena. That was crazy. Astro JJ says, what would you do if you were Bo Dallas and nobody asked you to continue Uncle Howdy's story? I'm not sure how I would feel about it. I mean, it really all depends on Bo Dallas himself and whether he wants to continue on Bray Wyatt's legacy or whether he's quite happy to have it finished. Chris Wire says, where are you watching Survivor Series? I shall be watching it from the Grand Cat's Grand Cave in his Grand Flat, which will probably have a few of his Grand Cat's Grand Fleet elite members, which will probably be possibly Baron, possibly Edge Marquis, and possibly... well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see who's going to watch Survivor Series. I'm not thinking it's going to be a gigantic pay-per-view, if I'm honest, but that's where I should be watching it. Alexa says, just curious, what is your advice for powering up cards? Performance Center, because I've been using duplicates of cards I already have. I think we just need to try and get ourselves onto higher tiers and then try and get the highest level cards. I think that's probably the best way to go around it. Shiryuki says, hello, Sir Grand Cat. Why, hello, welcome, Shiryuki, welcome. It is a Shibs, I believe. His name is false. It is not Shiryuki, it is a Shibs. A Shiba Yuki, one would say. BBF Lord says, have you collected the team milestones from rewarding the campaign? Yes, I've collected quite a few of them. I shall show that. Astro JJ says, are you going to be doing a watch party? I don't tend to. I tend to enjoy just watching the pay-per-views by myself, and W tends to not really enjoy it when you stream their pay-per-views. Christopher Harris says, can I watch it with you, please? I think it may be difficult for you to get to the Grand Cat's Grand Cave, all the way over in Scotland, and I know that the Grand Cat's Grand Fleet extends across the entire world. Alexa says 5 matches unless more are added on Friday. And Future Royalty says, hello, the great Grand Cat. Welcome, Future Royalty. Welcome, all of you. Let's take a quick look at the rewards. Astro JJ says, got to go. See you soon on Discord. Okay, I shall see you later, Astro JJ. And Alexei says, 2 War Games matches. Carlito, Santos, Ripley, and Starks Gunther versus The Miz. Yeah, I will be watching Survivor Series. I just don't know if it's going to be as big as some of the ones like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, or SummerSlam even. Shiba says, I am indeed a Shiba Yuki. I just watched the FNAF movie and it was certainly interesting. I quite like the FNAF movie. There's a lot of people out there that didn't, and there's a lot of people there that do. Oh, we do have quite a few more of these, so let's go ahead and claim these. Of course, they are all super coins, and gives experience as well, which is very, very nice. I don't think it used to give experience, so I think this is a new thing. It doesn't give an awful lot of experience, but it gives a little bit of experience. Christopher says, me too, I'm watching Survivor Series on Peacock. Well, that is one of the most popular ways to watch it. Oh, okay, so it always shows you the opponent's deck if you just scroll down. So this time we're only allowed to use the left and right arrows. That's very interesting. So let's go ahead and play this. And it's going to be Finn Balor that appears to be our new villain. He's going to be the new boss of the 2nd level. But I don't think we'll have any problems here. Not so far anyway. Big old John Cena should be able to do that. Christopher Warrior says, can you invite me to Discord? You can invite yourself to the Discord because we have the link in the description below. If you click on it right now, you'll be able to enter the Discord as it is. And there we go, another 3 stars. And of course we get our foraging crystal each time. So yes, Finn Balor is going to be our new opponent. I suspect that he may have the Judgment Day with him. A tag team, okay. And then Dude Love shall team up with Rick Steiner. But I'm not sure those two have ever even looked at each other before. Yeah, Celine says you got this. Why, thank you. I assume it's Celine is the way that is pronounced. Celine Mornio? Mornio. Yes. And we are taking on a frog. Frog is our next opponent. Yes, Celine says it is fine. Christopher Wire says, can you rate my top 8? People have been asking me to rate their top 8s, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to rate it out of. Like out of 10, just your top 8 is a 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I could tell you how to improve on it, I suppose. Connor Marcelius says, hey, is it Marcelius? Am I saying it correctly? Marcelius? Out of 5? Well, in that case, I shall give it a solid 5. So I was going to give it a 9 out of 10, and a 10 is closest to a 5. So if we're going to round up, then I shall rank you 5 out of 5, Christopher. Adam Call, aka Chugs, is now back. Chugs! The Chugs himself. Celine says, I'm so confused, I was supposed to be Tempest. Did you not get the experience that you were supposed to? If so, be sure to message support and let them know, because they will fix that for you. They will send it out for you if you've not been given the correct experience that you were supposed to get. It happened with me. Connor says, what is the QR code? If you go back to the very beginning of the video, you will see the QR code. It gives you 3 free rarity draft picks. I think you should have the ability to rewind. If you don't have the ability to rewind, someone in the comment section will let me know. And I'll put the QR code back up again. But I put it to the very start of the video so that anyone could just jump in and see the QR code whenever they wanted. George Hasty says, I got that O a few days ago. I'm not sure what O it was you got, but congratulations on getting the O. The big O. That was an anime from the 80s. I tried to redeem that code, but it turns out I already did. At the time, it turns out that there was actually 4 QR codes. I was only aware of 3 of them. So when I did the video, I did 3 of them, but that was the 4th one with the 3 rare draft picks that should be at the start of the video. I hope. I hope I didn't put up the wrong QR code. There are 4 of them after all. It seems like we're not having any problems with these matches so far, so I'm quite pleased. Celine says, good thing I'm home alone, can watch your videos in peace. I do not know how to say her name, but he says hello. Afkrelibo? Is that how that's pronounced? Like it says, could retry and see which one people have redeemed and which ones they haven't. Well, hopefully all 4 QR codes should be up in my videos now. You have the 4th one that went up today, and we've got the 3 that went up in the previous video. Celine says you passed me. True Hawkster says after reliable. Ah, right. That's how it's pronounced. BBF Lord says it's amusing how whenever Cat Daddy messes up, they give out free credits and QR codes. Well, that is what they do. And Celine has shocked cat's face emoji. But yes, generally whenever you see QR codes showing up, it is Cat Daddy giving out an apology for something or other. That tends to be how it works. George Casey says Milo is trying to kidnap me. Oh my goodness, this is some nonsense once again. But aliens trying to abduct you and such. You've seen this in the YouTube comment section before. Although we did just find out in the Discord that Milo does have superpowers and has the ability to climb on ceilings from the latest the latest photograph. And we are on to our second boss, which is Finn Balor. He says, "You're good, but I'm great." This guy is much worse. So, yes, it is indeed the Judgment Day, along with Grayson Waller for some reason. I feel like JD McDonough could have been put in there instead. And they are with Io Sky and Asuka, who are both part of Damage Control. Selena asks what kind of rank you are trying to go for. I'm just going to keep going as far as we can, or until the point where I get bored. So that's what we are going for. Should we do the tag match first? Oh, they both have overrun. That's pretty cool. Double overrun. That means that they should be massive. And the last one is also a tag match, which I'm sure we shall be completely fine with. I think it's hilarious that my Daniel Bryan is the one being used. Alexia asks, how many times a month do they give out the QR codes? I'm still a Supercard noob. I mean, used to play a long time ago, but I stopped due to how many cards we could collect. Yes, I've heard of many people complaining about the space issues. There isn't really a set number of QR codes that they give out. It's just they give out QR codes when they feel like it. And it's just up to us, the community, to be aware of them. Oh, we're only allowed to use down arrows this time. That's interesting. It's up to us, the community, to be aware of them and to share them out within the community, is how it works, so that everyone can get all the rewards. So this is very cool that we're only allowed to use down arrows. Thankfully, the opponents are still fairly weak, and we do have some decent down arrows, so I think we're going to be okay. Celine says, I sometimes forget the draft board is on card. Using our double heroics from the previous season for our down arrows. Alexa says, it looks like I'm turning on notices for Supercard. So, so long as you have the notifications on for his Grand Cat channel, you'll see whenever any QR codes go up that I'm aware of, because any QR codes, I will always be sure to share them on my channel so that you guys will always be able to have access to them. That is part of the thing that I am good at. That's the kind of thing that I wanted to create one of these channels for in the first place, so that everyone could get access to all the QR codes and none of them would be hidden behind things like paywalls or such, which I think is not very, very cool of people. But I want to give them out to the people as freely as possible so we can all enjoy them. We're just in a little bit of refusal to actually do that there. It was tapping away and it wasn't working. Also, as we're talking about QR codes, if anyone does want the QR code for the 3 you're on a non-stop streak, yes. We are doing pretty well at the moment. For anyone wanting the QR code for the 3 rare to draft pick, all you have to do is just go back to the beginning of the video and you'll see the QR code is going to be right there for you. Yeah, tag team of Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest. Of course, both have Crossroads as a finisher. And it looks like we're well underway to being able to take on our third boss, which is going to be AJ Styles. Whenever you hear me not talking, that's probably me drinking. Not drinking any alcohol, I am drinking water. Always remember to drink your water, peoples. Did the stream just stop for a second there? That was weird. It looks like we're good. No, okay, we appear to be fine. I was just checking. No, we're not going to take on Finn Balor again. Always drink your water, folks. Yes. I have also heard that many people enjoy having the Grand Cat on the background while you're doing your various different tasks and things. Whether it be hoovering your room or doing homework. If anyone wants to mention what it is they're doing, I would be interested to know. BBF Lord says, actually, I am not getting experience from Team Milestones. Not that I mind. That is very unusual because you saw earlier that I was getting them. It was only 7 experience each one, but still, it is a small minor amount. AJ Styles is still back talking us up there in the corner. Oh, we're now up against Logan Paul's team, it seems. Selena asks, how did you know I did homework with my phone watching you? It is just one of the many things that people have told me. If you're having any problems with any homework, do let me know and I shall see if I can answer them on the stream. That would be hilarious. George Hasty says, am I invisible again? No, you're not invisible. However, I do not tend to respond to nonsense. Such as being overtaken by Milo and such ridiculousness. Also, of course, I will not read out anything that could potentially get us demonetized. What? Who are you again? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll have you know, AJ Styles, that I am the Grand Cat, and I have with me the entire The Grand fleet. And we are going to beat up AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and Austin Theory, apparently. We also have Chelsea Green and Io Sky. BBF Lord says, can I really ask you a question from my physics textbook? Yeah, I did physics. So... You can try, although I'm not sure how good my answer is going to be, as I am in the middle of doing a stream and do not have any references in front of me. But it's more philosophy that I know more than physics, but I can help out. I am a scientist. I do have a Bachelor's of Science with honours, first class. The Grand Cat has many skills. Oh yeah, no Mishin, which is weird considering that she's in the OC. Yes, she is. Yes, the Science Grand Cat is here. Yes. I am indeed a scientist. George says, I just want to stay home and drink water. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. And there we go. We have defeated our third boss, AJ Styles, which has put us up to 63 stars, which is very, very cool. And who's our fourth opponent going to be? It looks like our fourth opponent is actually going to be Mishin. Probably very, very annoyed that she was left out of the OC. So now it is only up arrows that we're allowed to use. So we have Roman Reigns and Shawn Michaels here as well. He is feared by all the scientists. Well, yes. I would absolutely knock some eggheads around should I be allowed into any of these science labs. I would be all like, let me try slapping this over, meow. George Casey says, but I had to go to Wendy's and I don't want to. No, what's wrong with Wendy's? I thought Wendy's was very popular. On the plus side, it means that all you guys are in there. Oh, no, I just lost the ability to talk for a second there. It means that all of you guys out there are able to see a whole bunch of my cards, because we're getting to see all the up arrows and all the down arrows and so on and so forth. We're now on to stage 23. And George Casey says, and now I am in my car waiting for my mum. Oh, that's nice. Celine says, I am jealous. I'm not sure what Celine's jealous of. Perhaps the going of Wendy's. George says she's at the doctor. If this is going to turn into another nonsense thing, I'm going to stop reading out your I'm going to stop reading out your messages, George Hasty. Be aware. Celine says the card. Ah, right. The Roman Reigns, the Shawn Michaels, or one of the above. Both. Yes. Okay. BBF has a question for the Grand Cat. Let me just read it out. So, a bear falling from the height of 10 centimeters on the ground in the square root of 2 seconds. What's the color of the bear? Well, whereabouts is this location of the bear? And I that will help me round it down. If we are in perhaps the American backwoods, I could perhaps maybe consider it to be a black bear or potentially a brown bear. Grey is only drop bears can fall from that height safely. Here's what the true Hulkster says. Also, if Best Friends has taught me anything, it is that drop bears don't exist. They are just a figment of the imagination, not unlike Bigfoot. Celine says, my dog is watching your video. Welcome, hello. Let me try and speak some dog. Woof, 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 woof. And we will see if the dog has understood. And if it has, then perhaps it shall have went and fetched the owner's slippers. He barked! The answer would be a polar bear. Well, I mean, if I knew the location of where the bear was, then that would have told me. However, I feel that's more of a geography question than a physics question. Oh, we're now getting into Pro SummerSlam 23 cards. So it seems that they are increasing in difficulty. I'm sure there will eventually get to a point when we'll start having problems, but we have not yet reached there, which is good. Celine says my TV fell, so I may have a hard time picking this up. Tell me what I miss. Absolutely. I don't think you'll miss much. I think you are all good. Roman Reigns and Shawn Michaels are beating up Jimmy Uso and Tommaso Ciampa. We are now one away from taking on our fourth boss, which is going to be Mishin. Selena's back, welcome. If you want to try and make the stream a bit more interesting, you could try asking me wrestling questions. I am fairly good at them. Depending what wrestling questions they are. Right, here's a really weird fact for you all, which is very, very interesting to find out. Who did RVD beat to win his first WWE Championship? Why, that was, of course, John Cena, when RVD cashed in the Money in the Bank to demand a match against John Cena to bring back the ECW World title. Celine says, what team do you think is going to win War Games? I would be very, very surprised if Cody Rhodes loses. I think Cody Rhodes is going to win. Cutie Bear says, are you sure? Did RVD not beat John Cena to win the WWE Championship? With the interference from Edge, who speared him at ECW One Night Stand? Because I am pretty sure that was RVD's first WWE Championship. Technically, it was Undertaker? What? RVD beat Undertaker for the title? Wait, was it one of these things where the decision was reversed? And he ended up, like, not winning him? Or was this on a house show or something? I'm not aware of this one, where RVD beat The Undertaker for the championship. That seems strange. Oh, well, Undertaker's foot was on the rope. Okay, so because of that, the decision was reversed. Yes, Ric Flair reversed the decision, yep, because he was general manager of Raw at the time. So here's a question for all of you out there. Who was the last person that Hulk Hogan won the tag team championships with? Because this will be really crazy. It was Edge. Well done, Alexei. It was Edge. Hulk Hogan and Edge were tag team champions, which is absolutely crazy because you think, oh, well, Hulk Hogan is probably going to be Macho Man Randy Savage, or maybe he tagged with Ultimate Warrior. Nope. It was in the early 2000s that Edge and Hulk Hogan tagged together and won the tag team championships. Yep. Very, very crazy. Oh, so we just beat Mishin, who was the fourth boss. I wasn't even paying attention. My goodness. I should probably go back and look and see what Mishin's team was. So it was weirdly JSO, JD McDonough, Omos, and John Cena. Then we had Mishin, who was with Blair Davenport. None of that makes sense to me. That was crazy. So who is our next opponent? The next opponent's going to be Grayson Waller. Oh my goodness. Celine says, I have a question for you. Yes, go ahead. I'm listening. These are all right arrows. That was from Fraser Crane. So, tag team speed. We shall put in the 1-2-3 Kid, X-Pac, and The Miz. Ah, we're now against Pantheon cards. Okay, the difficulty is slowly raising. Thankfully, these are still single Pantheons and not pros. Who betrayed The Miz and attacked his father? Attacked The Miz's father. I remember John Cena's father being part of WWE, but Miz, that's a little bit more difficult. I would probably say... oh my goodness, was it Miz's ex protege? Say it to my face! Oh my goodness, what was his name again? I was about to say Ryback, but it's not Ryback, obviously. Alex Riley. Yeah, was it Alex Riley? That's what I was good. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Thank you, Alexi. See, Ryback, Riley, that's where I had the alliteration in my head with those. Oh, it was Shane. Oh. He could have been a big star, but unfortunately he stepped on John Cena's shoes, and John Cena made sure that he would never ever become a big star in the WWE. That is the story, at least. Oh yeah, of course, because Shane did turn his back on Miz. That's right. George Hasty says, I'm back doing a little bit of campaign. Joining me with doing campaign, are you? Now, of course, the famous tag team of John Cena and The Miz. Those two guys really like each other. That is a lie. Miz and John Cena, I think, hate one another. Probably backstage they probably like each other, but on screen they do not. Oh, we're getting 2 forging crystals at a time now. That's pretty cool. Still only 7 experience, but it is. Celine says, I have to be quiet because my dog is sleeping. That is good. What an excellent puppers. George says he enjoys everything about it except for the rewards. I think the rewards are fine. They're not terrible, they're not fantastic. They are what they are. And that is why we're just going to stream them. I feel like this would probably be more of a grind if I didn't have the YouTube comment section to join me with playing through the campaign mode. I think once it gets into the more harder ones, then it's going to require my attention a bit more, but at the moment I can just basically blindly go through these without much recourse whatsoever. Well, let us talk about Black Friday, which is coming up. I'm expecting there to be some decent deals for Black Friday. George says he would like to cross paths in Survivor. I would only really do Survivor if it felt worth my time. And at the moment, on Detention tier, it doesn't. I would like to be at least Noir, if not Crucible, and try and get some better rewards from Survivor before I subject myself to it. Is how I feel. But with Black Friday coming up, we know that WWE Supercard is going to have some Black Friday deals on their WWE Supercard website. So I'm kind of hoping that the Battle Pass will come down a little bit in price to the point where it is actually affordable. And I would also like to buy some nice credits so that we can use some of those to try and level ourselves up as well. So let's see here. Selena has a question. I have a question for you. That very easy. Who did help Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania 31? That would, of course, be the NWO, even though the NWO were nothing to do with Sting. Triple H, on his side, had all of DX. And it was really weird because Sean Waltman was part of both NWO and D-Generation X. So that was rather hilarious. He was 6 in NWO. And he was called 6 in NWO because he was the 6th member. The first 3 members, of course, being Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, followed by the man behind the money, which was the $1 billion Ted DiBiase. And then it was his bodyguard, Virgil, who was called Vincent, named after Vince McMahon in WWE. And then the 6th member was, of course, Six, who was X-Pac. And that's why he's called Six. Let's see here. Cutie Bears Alexi says, I twist 5 receivers just to get more packs. George Hayes says, I need Tempest. Celine says, I was correct. And Alex says, I let the game autoplay. Same thing with King of the Ring. Can you autoplay King of the Ring? I thought you had to charge it each time. Interesting. I might need to look into that. And it looks like we're very close to our 5th boss. Yeah, you just have to charge with energy. Celine says, did you know that Miz was never in number 30 in Royal Rumble? Well, that's an interesting statistic. But generally, number 30 they tend to keep for big reveals or surprises, apart from when they're trying to swerve us, and then it is someone that no one really cares about. I remember in particular, there was a point where everyone thought Daniel Bryan was going to come out number 30, and it was Rey Mysterio instead, and Rey Mysterio got booed out of the building. Yeah, it's like Cody Rhodes or John Cena, or there's another couple of big number 30s, like Brock Lesnar. He was number 30 in a Royal Rumble once when he lost the world title at the start of the show. I think Undertaker has been number 30 as well. There's Triple H has, I'm sure, been number 30. I think he was number 30 in the 1 versus all where Roman Reigns had to defend the title in the Royal Rumble. That was a very, very cool thing to see. Celine's actually given us the years for these were happening. I couldn't give you the years, I remember where. Yeah, to be honest, to be fair, we all knew Ray was number 30. I believe someone confirmed it before the show. Well, they might have been a little bit louder. All they needed to do for that show was to state that Daniel Bryan wasn't going to be in the Rumble. And because no one had, everyone thought that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble, and every single entrance, everyone thought the next person out was going to be Daniel Bryan. And when we got down to number 29, we knew that number 30 had to be Daniel Bryan. Instead, Rey Mysterio came out, and everyone hated him for it. Actually, Rey Mysterio did a... Oh, is this the boss fight? I think it is. I think we're just about to win with John Cena. Yep, there's Grayson Waller himself. Let's defeat the boss, Grayson Waller. There we go. And we've completed another level. We've got 2 of the red forging crystals for that one. That is pretty cool. And our next boss is going to be big old Sheamus. So I forgot what I was talking about. But yes, I think I was talking about Rey Mysterio was in an interview where... Oh, so this is both up and down arrow. Interesting. And the opponents are now using Pro Pantheons. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, Rey Mysterio, he was in an interview. And he said that he knew before he went out that he was going to get booed out of the building because he wasn't Daniel Bryan and everyone had been chanting Daniel Bryan the entire night. Celine says, did you know the reason why Jon Moxley wanted to bleed? That he wanted to move to AEW? I can actually tell you the exact reason that Jon Moxley went to AEW is because there was a particular SmackDown that was held in the Glasgow SECC arena. You can look it up yourself. And it was a largely boring match in the main event where the crowd was dead silent and it was Dean Ambrose versus someone, and someone from the crowd shouted, "You're Jon Moxley!" And that person was indeed I, the Grand Cat, and it wasn't much longer after that that he went to AEW as he was reminded of who he truly was. I don't think it was entirely all me, but like Dean Ambrose did actually laugh when he heard the "You're Jon Moxley." You know, he must have been like, man, these like guys in Scotland like really know their old school stuff, because he hadn't been called Jon Moxley for a long time before that point, because he had been Dean Ambrose's entire career in WWE. So, but yeah, you can look it up. And that is me that shouts. I am on the hard cam. I am on the side of the camera, and Celine was like, "My God, he was like the Grand Cat. He took good at Supercard." Oh, we have now reached the same point that Big Boss Man is at. Let's see if we can surpass the Big Boss Man. There he is. There is the big boss man himself. He managed to get his way all the way up to number 37. Big boss man, of course, a mainstay at Soul World Order. A very, very loyal member to Soul World Order. One of the true Grand Cat Grand Fleet elites. Serena says, "Hi, welcome, Serena. I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. If I am not, please let me know how to say it properly, and I shall say it correctly." We are currently underway to try and take on Sheamus. Alexis says, "Do you think WWE Supercard will do anything for the 10-year anniversary? Maybe 50 Crucible cards and 100,000 super coins? I think if they did anything less than that, we would be very disappointed." Celine says, "Did you know during WrestleMania 37, Edge and Randy Orton reunited?" Yes, I think they did. I think it was Rated RKO, is what I believe their name was. So we have to beat this match in order to surpass Big Boss Man, because Big Boss Man was on that mission, so we need to surpass him. Serena says, please send me a link to... Please send me the Discord channel link. The Discord channel link is in the description below. You can click on it right now. It is right there, directly under the video in the description. Just click on it. You can join the Discord, and you can talk to me and all the rest of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet, and potentially even join Soul World Order, our team. And you would be very welcome to do so. It looks like we're coming up on streaming for almost an hour. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has joined me for this little adventure on going through the campaign mode. Alexei says, question, if Bash in Berlin is on August 31st, will SummerSlam be in July or early August? I don't even know what Bash in Berlin is? Is that like Bash on the beach? I'm not sure. Yeah, Serena says hi. Celine says, my rib be hurting watching your videos. Oh no, I apologize, Celine. I must be giving you some horrible commentary to hurt your ribs. Serena says yes. Alexa says it's a WB Premium Live event in Germany. Okay. I do not know. We'll just need to see near the time. Connor Burke says, Yo, Grandcat, any advice on running a team? It seems I keep getting stuck with freeloaders and end up feeling bad for the rest of the team. Unfortunately, that is kind of what you have to go through. Creating a team is very, very difficult. You will have to go through the freeloaders, and the best thing to do is to keep at it, never give up, and eventually the best players will stick with you. The freeloaders will all be kicked to the side, and then you just keep bringing in more players until you eventually find a full team full of people that actually play the game. Having something like a Discord server, something where you can actually talk to your players, helps a lot more rather than just using the WE in-game chat. But it's not a requirement. It's just something that can be helpful. But Serena says the link doesn't work. The link doesn't work, does it not? My goodness, I shall have to fix that, if that is the case. Yes, it is difficult to get the full team to speak in it. That's why you have to, you kind of have to set yourself some rules, and no one really wants to follow rules or to be strict with them, but it is a requirement in order to keep a decent team, in order to keep a good team. So that's why we have our very, very strict rules. We don't try and make the rules difficult, but we do try and make them so that they are fair and they're easy enough to do, but they are required. Like, they're called the minimum requirements in order to remain with the team. Let's see here. Serena still says the link doesn't work. Does the link not work? Can someone check the Discord link for me? Does this not work? I'm checking the link right now myself. Nope, it absolutely seems to work. I clicked on it myself. The link in the Discord does absolutely work. I just tried it for me, so yep. Let's see here. Let me read some comments before we continue. Connor Burke says, honestly feel like giving up as it seems stressful. I've got Discord and stuff, but it's hard to get the entire team to speak in it. Yes, I did read that comment already. Slane says, no, I hit my rib during the tag game, and it hit me ribs at Not a Sperry Farm. What does Not a Sperry Farm mean? I have no idea. Alexia says, speaking of teams, I tried to do the team domination, and it was only me and 3 other people were trying to win the card, but we couldn't get the 40 shards. That is unfortunate. There's a lot of teams out there that are full of freeloaders, and unfortunately you have found one, Alexia. It is very disappointing to hear, because that team card would have been very good. We missed out on getting the Hurricane Tempest. Yes, we got them. We got the Hurricane Tempest, and we got the detention card as well. The detention card was British Bulldog. Connor Burke says, yeah, man, I hear you. Thanks for answering and helping out with some advice. I appreciate it. Alex says, the link works for me. And Celine says, a metal bar, a place where our ride, that what Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know what that means at all. Let's continue. We are merely 2 games away from taking on big boss Seamus. Which boss is this? Is this boss number 6? I have not been keeping track. I've been watching the YouTube comment section instead. It has been more interesting for myself. Oh, we're at 59 minutes. We are very, very close to reaching the 1 hour mark. Once again, thank you to everyone that has decided to join me. I have also seen that a lot of you watch on your televisions. That is one of the analytics that shows up for my videos. So shout outs to everyone watching on the television that cannot comment in the comment section, because you guys are important too for coming along and just watching this big old Grand Cat playing the way through the campaign mode. So let's see here, Sheamus, Grayson Waller. Okay, well let's go from the start actually. So Gunther was our first boss, followed by Finn Balor. AJ Styles was the third. Mishin was fourth. Grayson Waller was fifth, and Sheamus is the sixth boss. Yes. So let's jump in here. Alex says, a non-WWE Supercard question, but what do you think? But when do you think they'll update the level limit for Rush Duels? Probably when the new Rush Duel set comes out, maybe. Or maybe they want to leave the levels low for a little bit until they release a few more of the Rush Duels characters. I'm not really sure on Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest with you. Which is weird because I used to be part of a committee for Yu-Gi-Oh. Celine says, okay, it's a place where our rides, like roller coasters. Oh, I see. So it's an amusement park. That's what the Not Betting Farm. And I hit my ribs on the metal bar, and I passed. On, but I am alive. Oh well. I'm pleased for you. Congratulations. I suppose. Oh, you passed out, but I'm alive. Oh my goodness. If I was on an amusement park ride and something caused me to pass out, I would be considering legal action against them. Unless, of course, it was my fault. Okay, we are now on to our sixth boss, which is big old Sheamus. Let's see here, what is his team? His team is indeed Butch. It is Ridge Holland and Johnny Gargano. That's not what I was expecting to see in there. We also have B-Fab and Trish Stratus, who I'm not sure if ever really associated themselves with Sheamus, but let me explain something to you, fella, is what he has to say to us. So let's go ahead and try taking on Sheamus. Okay, so the first one is a power. So let's use this road block just in case. This road block. This is Ridge Holland and Johnny Gargano. Well, what would Johnny Gargano do if he was here right now? I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two. That's what Johnny Gargano do. That's from South Park, if anyone didn't know. It's supposed to be Brian Boitano instead of Johnny Gargano. It just, the two happen to rhyme perfectly together, so they can just swap one out for the other. And our final tag match is, of course, Rosie and superstar Billy Graham. And with that, we have defeated big old Sheamus, taking us up to 126 stars. And I think we can claim some rewards there, so let's go ahead. So milestone 3 gives us the Universal Championship and a Sami Zayn. And 14 experience. Then we got the W Universe, Gigi Dolan. Oh, a pro Gigi Dolan, that's pretty cool. And we got a Pantheon W Universe and a Zoe Stark. The Zoe Stark is actually level 100. I saw this earlier as well. Yeah, level 100 with 100 matches. They are fully trained up. That is crazy. And we just did milestone 6 as well, so let's go ahead and grab that. We got a Pantheon Ambush, got Sami Zayn, and a Pro Sami Zayn. Now these Sami Zayns don't have the 100 matches or the 100 levels, they're just exactly as they are. That's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about them being fully leveled. That's... That was interesting, to say the least. Let's go ahead and take a look at those before we do anything else. Because we are now on 150, so let's go to Combinable. Yep, we are in Combinable. Yeah, they do have their 100 games and their 100 matches. Combine. And we got the challenge for proing a card, so let's go ahead and claim that as well. And we also got it for the completionist, so let's go ahead and grab that. So that puts up to 379. That brings up to 380 tickets. We'll be using these tickets once we hit that noir level, but not before. These two Sami Zayns, we don't need them, so we're just going to combine them. And yes, they are not full leveled, so that is completely fine. We do need to pro up these two Hurricanes, and of course these B-Fabs. Oh, B-Fab is done! We can pro this right now then. Let's go ahead and claim. And we can remove this. And we're going to remove you from all of the decks that you're in, so that we can pro our B-Fab. And we're going to take Assistant over Reversal. And there we go, that's very cool. That will help out. So we're going to put, I think, Hurricane into one of these. So we're going to do this one. And there we go. He's now in the Performance Center. That would take 4 days if we don't train him up just a little bit faster. So let's now go to Trainable. Oh, I haven't even trained up our British Bulldog yet. My goodness, I completely forgot about him. Very rude of me. Let's see if we can get a cool image. That's actually a pretty cool image. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with that. So, Also, I do have a MVP here, and we do have these two Maxine Duprees that I can pro. However, I don't want to pro them or level them up just yet, because I fear that they might replace my current supporters, because the current supporter gives power to two things, which is the Paul Heyman and the Sensational Sherry, but this only gives strength to one thing, which is not what I want to happen. So, first of all, let us train up our British Bulldog. Okay, we're going to have to use one of these. There we go, he should be a pretty powerful Dan Arrow. And we're going to train our B-Fab as well. There we go, that is B-Fab up to level 105. Next up, we're going to dust cards. So we're going to go to recent. And there is all of our recent cards. We're just going to dust the ones that we do not need, which are these ones. We don't need any of those, so we're just going to dust all of them. And that should also clear up just a little bit of space for us, bring us up to 442 of the 450. So there we go, that is that done. Very nice. So now let us get back to the campaign mode, and we shall continue doing that. Our next boss is going to be the Ultimate Warrior. So, let's see. Let's see some of these comments. Alexa says, are those rare? I'm not sure what card it was you were talking about, so I cannot comment on that. Celine asks, where do you get your super coins from? I get it from Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank, Team Battlegrounds, anything like that tends to be very, very helpful. You also get them from the PvP things. So there is many, many various different ways to get super coins. Alexa says, same as part of my dailies. Alexa says, I'm tempted to buy the Battle Pass for Noir Becky Lynch, but I'm fighting the urge not to. Alexa, wait until Friday. It is currently Wednesday, it's almost Thursday, so you only need to wait realistically until tomorrow. If you wait about 26 hours, we will see if the Battle Pass goes on Black Friday sale, and it might be a little bit more affordable. That is what I would go for. Don't go buying the Battle Pass just yet. If Black Friday comes and the Battle Pass isn't on sale, then you know you can at least buy the Battle Pass and you haven't lost any money. Also, the Battle Pass is cheaper on wwesupercard.com than it is in-game, so make sure you do that as well to save yourself the most amount of money. Serena says the Discord link is expired for me. Add me please to the Discord server. I do not know how to add someone to the Discord server. I only know how to share the link, and then you click on it, and then you join the server. I don't know how to actually bring someone in outside of that. Alexa says, Zoe Stark level 100 and 100 matches. Yes, that is unusual. I've never seen that happen before, where they have just given us the fully leveled card like that. That is very strange and unusual. Never seen that before. Oh, and also we... so Motion is here. He is on level 45. So let's see if we can surpass him. Do we have any other Soul Lord Order members that we can mouse past? There is Daniel Kios. And we have Connor up here. Ah, right. So these are people on my friends list as well as on the team. Interesting. So Jai and Camaro King are both on level 65. That's very cool. Then we have Rated Y2J. He's over here. Isaiah? Oh my goodness. I thought he had stopped playing. It looks like we've got many more people to go through. So let's see here. BBF Lord says, some campaign rewards give leveled up and full matches done. Later on, you can even get Noir Pros with full level and matches done as well. Oh, that's very, very cool. I assume that that'll be much, much later on. Let's see here. Oh, we have this reward as well. So Giovanni Vici. It looks like I just forgot to claim that one. So let's see here. Our rewards are still Pantheon for just now. At what point does it change? Ah, so at milestone 9, we start getting Tempest cards. Don't scroll all the way down, please. That's where I am. Okay. So, milestone 9 is when we start getting Tempest cards. Oh, and we get something strange there. Milestone 11, or milestone 12 even. Then from milestone 13, we start getting the detention cards. That's interesting. I'm wondering if 12 is maybe Bianca Belair and 13 is maybe the next one. Pink Zombie says, what is your favourite Season 10 card design tier? What is my favourite design tier? In terms of looks... difficult to say because I haven't had enough experience to look at them yet. In terms of design, I think probably the Battle Pass Becky Lynch, that Noir card, looks like the best one in Season 10 thus far. We had some very, very cool exclusive cards, the SEs, the special editions, like the Finn Balor that I'm still using as my profile picture. But in terms of the actual tier, I think I'm with BBF Lord. I think detention looks the best, possibly, but I do want to see what a Pro Crucible looks like, because that would be interesting to see what happens with those big spikes in the background. It's interesting. I like what they've done with Noir because they've had some black and white cards before, but to make the black and white as an entire tier is very, very cool, I would say. Right, well, let's continue on. We're only allowed to use right arrows for this one. Alexa says Tempest is my favourite. I quite like Tempest as well. You know, where it's like got like the lightning and the clouds and everything, and you know, makes them look like they're kind of deities. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's difficult to say, like, in terms of an entire tier, what my favourite is, you know, the best design is. Okay, so we have a pro Beth Phoenix, and we're now up against pro Pantheons, so I think this is the point where we could potentially start losing games. So we need to be aware of that. I think the males are fine. I think it's just the female that's potentially difficult. Serena says, do I have to be Noir Rarity to join the team? No, that is just what we put on the team so that if anyone does try to jump in, then, you know, we're not flooded with players who are lower ranks just trying to get in. Because every single request takes up more space in my inbox, so that's why. Celine says, you know what should have done is that with the Noir card, when you pro it, it turns from black and the effect from the background. Yes. This is all I've got for you. Cameron says, what's the free QR code? If you rewind back to the very, very start of this stream, back 77 minutes ago, you will see the QR code. I placed it right at the very start of the video, so that anyone joining in can just zip back to the start, take a look at it, and then you can come back and join us live. Like says, what happens when you pro a detention card? I don't know. I've not got a pro detention card yet. Though I am interested in finding out. Oh, so we are now on the same area as someone else. This is motion. So let's go ahead and jump in here. We are slowly bypassing everyone in this tier. Just for the sake of some conversation, I recently watched the entire, the new Scott Pilgrim series on Netflix, and I thought it was fantastic. It is a sequel to the original Scott Pilgrim, so be aware of that. I think you could also enjoy it if you've never seen Scott Pilgrim before, but there's a lot more that makes sense if you have seen the original Scott Pilgrim, so I would recommend it. But it was very, very cool. It was very, very good. I very much enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't enjoy it because it wasn't what they were expecting. They thought it was going to be a retelling of the original Scott Pilgrim series, but it is not. It is a brand new thing, and this is very, very cool. Celine says, never get in the way of Grand Cat or else he will destroy you. Yes, I am known to be quite a force of will. Lucky for me, I'm not like most cats. He barks in his power. Or he barks his power. I shall have you know that my Grand Cat Scratch, my Grand Cat Slush, is Oh, BBS Lord says check Wild Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Wild Wednesday is up. It says 3 minutes past midnight. So it must have went up just 3 minutes ago. I will check that in just a second. Celine says deadly. Yes. And also the Grand Cat Bite. Yum. Pink Zombie says it's very cool that stars like Billy Graham, Harley Race, Nikolai Volkov, Terry Funk, and more rejoined or debuted in Supercard. Yes, it is very, very good that they are giving some of the older competitors a little bit of the shine. I would like to see more of that happen in the future. I personally have always wanted a CM Punk as my on W Supercard, but CM Punk basically left. I think it was like the month before W Supercard came out, which is crazy. So before I read what BBF Lord says there, let's take a quick look at the rewards for Wild Wednesday. So let's see here. So for winning consecutive games in Wild, you get 4 tickets. For going undefeated in a Wild game, you get 1 Forging Crystal. For picking a card off of the draft board 100 times, you get 3 blue Forging Crystals. Resetting the draft board 10 times gives you 1 gold fusion currency. And if you complete all the challenges in this quest, let's see the rewards. The rewards are based on being a detention. You can either get a detention card, a Tempest card, or a Pantheon card. Interesting. So let's see here. BBF Lord says 5 Wild Wednesday, and we'll have enough tokens for a Noir fusion. Oh, that's pretty cool. Celine says the Grand Cat bounty is. The Grand Cat bounty is to beat him on W Supercard, reward him as a cat. You know, I would absolutely love, see how there is the frog image and there's the grill image. I would really, really love it if W Supercard released a big old Grand Cat image. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. Like if we just do this here and we just, there we go, just have that there as the profile image. I think that would be fantastic. Let me just see here. Let's just do this and just lower it just a little bit. There we go. How would that look for people having that as a big old Grand Cat up there? Alexa says, do they give away rewards for birthdays or nah? I am unsure. Sometimes they do, not always. Oh my goodness, I just realised I can see here there's 14 people watching the stream. Hello, welcome. And only 6 of you have liked the stream. My goodness, the rest of you get clicking that like button. Make sure that like button is smashed. Make sure that it has 140 million likes on this video. Oh, it worked. Someone clicked it. It's now went up to 7 likes. Thank you very much. I do appreciate all of your likes, all of your comments, and of course, very much all of you who are subscribed and have clicked that notification icon. I do appreciate it very much. We are 2 away from getting onto Ultimate Warrior, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe, as well as just doing Wild campaign mode, we will also do Wild Wednesday on this stream as well. See what the brand new rewards are going to be like. Or maybe we'll do the start of it. It does require quite a bit to do Wild Wednesday, so we shall see. We shall see how much I'm willing to do. Celine says, haha, Big Cad's profile, yes. I always like and subscribe. Oh, thank you very much. That's the sign of a true Grand Cat Grand Fleet member. And if you don't, Grand Cat will come for you with a bunch of cats by his side. Oh my goodness, an army of cats. The Grand Cat Grand Fleet will rock up next to you. An entire naval force of cats. It would be horrifying. Even if you win, I'm still better. Oh, you are not Ultimate Warrior. My goodness, that is a lie. Now, I know about your antics outside of the ring. I know some of the things that you have said And I disagree with them completely. You know what? I think I made this a little bit too small. That looks a little bit better. That big old Grand Cat up there. So the first one is going to be speed. So let's go for these two. Chris Quilly says, Andrew Quilly, join team members. I have seen these comments quite a few times and I do not understand them. But if you want to join the team, all you have to do is click the Discord link in the description below. And then come along and say, hey, I would like to join the Grand Cat and his team. You also have to be active, of course. Celine says, never be safe against Grand Cats with an army of cats. Well, cats are just generally balls of fur with nails and teeth. And they are hungry, hungry balls of fur. And there we go, we have defeated the ultimate warrior. And our next one is going to be China. Oh my goodness. The 9th wonder of the world. One of the greatest competitors in all of wrestling, I would say. Dogs are shaking. And we've got another reward here. No, we haven't. Oh my goodness. I thought that that would give us the reward, but no, it has not. It looks like we're not getting another reward until we hit 273. Oh my goodness. Wait, is that right? It's saying that we've got that. That's incorrect. Let me just go back and click back in. You have to restart the game? Really? Do I? Well, that seems like a bit of an oversight. Any developers that are watching, make sure that that is one of the things that gets fixed for Season 10. Oh, this is updated. Maybe that's partly what it was. So if we go back into campaign, go into the rewards. There we go. We now have milestone reward number 7. This is a Kit Wilson, another Kit Wilson, and a manager, Mr. Stone. That gave us 42 experience, which is very cool. And also the Kit Wilsons are fully pro'd as well, which is also a very, very cool thing to see. So let's go ahead and combine those. And we also got the challenge for completing a pro as well. Go ahead and accept that. And we're just going to dust that card off as well. Austin Kaza says that reward glitch is getting fixed soon. Excellent. Celine says Cat Daddy better be gifting you a gift or else cats are going to come after them. No, I do not require any specific gifts. I will be happy with all the gifts that everyone gets. I don't need any special preferential treatment. Have you got a super pool yet? No, I have not. I have seen other people get them. I have never even seen one myself yet. So I'm very interested in seeing that. I have had Tempest cards, I have had detention cards, I have got things like that, but I have not yet found a super pool. I don't even know what it looks like or even how to get it. I assume that it's just random, but I mean, we shall see. So let's see here. The next one is China, then it's Joe Coffey, then it's Hurricane, then it's Bobby Lashley, and then last up is Bianca Belair. So let's see here. We are on milestone 7. Okay, so then China is 8, Joe Coffey is 9, Hurricane is 10, Bobby Lashley is 11, and Bianca Belair is 12. So let's see here. What we can get from this tier is Pantheon, Tempest, more Tempest, more Tempest, and then 12 is the 5 gold fusion tokens. So that's what you get for if you get all the stars all the way up to Bianca Belair. And then on 13, that's when you get your first detention card. So that is very cool. Now let's just take a quick look here and go into the fusion chamber that Jai was talking about. And he is completely correct. You can see there that you'll get a Noir fusion card. You have 5 of these gold tokens. So that is very, very cool to see. And we need 11 of these silver tokens to make a detention card, and we need 9 of these bronze tokens to make a Tempest card, so we cannot start any of these fusions just yet. Although, I think, yeah, we can make one of those if we really wanted to, the legacy ones, and we have enough for a fusion. What is this? Ah, okay, so these rewards can increase if you're Noir tier, so I'll leave that for just now, for these promos, until we are Noir tier, which can give us higher rewards, because it's based on what your deck is. Interesting. And also, if we look at card catalog, we have the ability to create things, but I don't really want to forge any of these. Let's see here, we can now we can now make a pro forged. We can now forge a pro Tempest, is what I was trying to say, but we cannot yet make any detention cards because we need 144 of the blue cards, and in order to make a pro detention card, we need another 5 of the red pro crystals. Okay, and we cannot make any Noir cards, I don't believe, yep, because we aren't high enough rarity to forge this type of card just yet. So we need to keep those crystals for just now, until we get something that we can actually make that just makes it worthwhile for us. So, let's take a little break for just now and try a little bit of Wild Wednesday. So if we reset the board 10 times, we get this. Pink Zombie says, not sure if my last message appeared, no sweat. I don't even remember what your last message was. I think it was like 5 minutes ago. So let's see here, we need to win 5 consecutive games in Wild. We need to go undefeated in a Wild game 10 times. We need to pick 100 cards off the draft board. We need to reset the draft board 10 times and complete all the challenges. Well, let's go ahead and try that then, shall we? So let's go into Wild. Let's edit our deck. We are in the middle of training up a couple of cards here that you can see. Let me see here. What other cards do I have? Is this all my best females? Is? Okay, That might be fine then. Okay, let's try it. Let's go ahead. Celine says, wait, there's a Wild Wednesday? There is a Wild Wednesday. It's up right now. I just went through all of the rewards. So, for power and toughness, let's go for the Nasty Boy. We do win that one. Power and charisma. We use our Pro Tempest BFAB. Like I says, I last played back in Season 7. And we're going to just use this right now for our Piper Niven. There we go, we have won our first game, and it was a Wild Perfection as well. We also have 10 picks. Not sure if we'll be able to get through all of them, but we will try. Now we did reach the maximum number of cards. We shall have to dust those off. And we will just continue on with from here. Let's see, we've got the Wild Perfection. So, this is what we need to do. We need to win 5 consecutive games in Wild, so let's just continue. We need to get 10 perfect games as well. Then the rest is all about getting picks off of the draft board. So this one is Charisma. I'm going to use BFAB. Well, I think we lose that game. So that's a Fortified 2 detention card. Celine says, Jesus, you are so far on my screen. What? Power and Charisma, let's use Seth Rollins. Okay, we win this game. We win this match. Celine says, my cat arrived. Wonderful. That is excellent news. This is a tag match for power and toughness, so we are going to use the two that tag together. This is going to be Nasty Boys, Jerry Sags, and Brutus Creed. Two cats and one dog. That must be an interesting household. So we got 4 draft picks from that one. We completed the draft attack as well. We're getting ever closer to that draft pick. We've won 2 games in a row. We need to win 3 more in a row in order to get the completion for 5. Imagine a Grand Cat card. Oh my goodness, it would be so powerful. It would be huge. Why aren't you using the wild glitch? Oh, why am I using the wild glitch? Where we sandbag the team and then autofill before starting? Really? Does that work? That's pretty cool if it does. But no, I am just happy to train up my cards. I'm also fairly confident that I don't need to use the tricks because I'm fairly confident in my own deck. I am using this one Shawn Michaels down here just to lower the deck. And we shall use this, the rare Grand Cat card. I think if anything it would need to be a QR code. That would be the only way to get it. Oh, we've got a Tempest card. It is Butch. I'm not sure if we need that Butch or not. It is a new card, which is also up arrow. I'm going to lock it down for just now, and I might get rid of it later. But at the moment, I will keep it. Now, did we get something else there? No, we've got 3 in a row, so we need to do 2 more. So let's go ahead and continue. Celine says only I would have it in my mailbox. No, I would like to share the Grand Cat image with the world, so I would like everyone to have a fair chance at being able to get it. Let's go ahead and do this over here. And we shall just dust those. Celine says, only the cat have the Q code on there, and the paw give you the Grand Cat Super Coin. Why are all these opponents now Tempest suddenly? Pink Zombie says, Black Friday in Supercard sounds interesting. Hope to see some massive discounts and Legacy Season 1 cards back in store. That would be very, very cool. There we go. Back to Pantheon again. That was very weird and strange that everything just changed to Tempest for a little bit. Had to go back out and go back in a couple of times just to fix it. Okay, so the first one is Toughness. So we are going to use Brian Sags here, who has 360 in Toughness. Then it's going to be Speed, so we're going to use the two that tag together, and not use our Shawn Michaels, obviously. See if your Woods and Roman Reigns don't tag together. So I'm confident in this one. And we shall use this on our Pro Tempest BFAB. Celine says, how about a contest to the YouTuber to get their card in Supercard? Vote Grandcat. As much as I would like that, I think a few other YouTubers have a lot more members than what I would that would vote for themselves. But I would not mind if W Supercard were to just make little images for perhaps some of their YouTubers. And if we can get Grandcat in there, that would be absolutely wonderful and fantastic. Perhaps this is something that you can mail in to Supercard as a suggestion. And say, hey, we love Grandcat, and we would like to see a Grandcat image. We didn't get anything from our rare draft pick there, so we're just going to dust that off. We don't need it. So we did manage to win 5 consecutive games in a row, so we're just going to take that. So we need to go undefeated 6 more times. We need to pick cards off the draft board, and we need to reset the draft board multiple times as well. It's going to be a bit of a pain. So I think I'll maybe do the rest of that later on. Maybe make that into its own video a little bit down the line. Let's take a quick look at our males. So in terms of up arrows, we have Superstar Billy Graham, Johnny Gargano, it's Roman Reigns, Shawn Michaels. We are going to have the Pro Hurricane, once I level him up as well. But up arrows is one of the things that we need, so I'm going to keep hold of the Butch just for the time being. And we'll see once I get another Pro or another Detention up arrow, then we can maybe start getting rid of some cards. Let's take a quick look at the Superstore. Actually, we've got our free pack here, so let's go ahead and claim that. There's an up arrow Drew McIntyre, which fortunately is not something that we needed. We're just going to use that. Let's see here. Pink Zombie says, for teammates in Supercard, is there anyone that should be avoided? Specifically bad players and to not accept? The best thing is if you get any messages from the previous team owner that they were in, listen to those, because generally they send messages for a reason. Another thing is maybe try and message anyone that's possibly been on their team before, if you can find them, or if you see them in a team. You know, ask like, hey, you know, are they, you know, what are they like? Are they a freeloader and such? But other than that, you just kind of have to test them. And if they don't work out for you, then you just need to remove them. And if they are, then obviously keep them. And that is absolutely great. So let's take a look here. I mean, I could get the Pro Carl Anderson, but in 9 days, this is going to swap over. And hopefully we'll see some Survivor Series cards. And I would prefer to be on a... I would prefer to get a special edition card rather than just a regular Noir Carl Anderson. The grab bags are pretty good for just getting experience as well as giving you the potential chance of getting a Crucible card. Although the ones that I got largely you do tend to just get Pantheon cards, or you tend to get Tempests. At best, you'll maybe get Detention, but I mean, if you're very, very lucky, then you can get a potential Crucible from that, which is very, very cool. But I think a lot of this, you can also get Detention pairs for 13,000, and that would be a good, helpful start. But I think that 9 days from now, if we just wait another week, then we'll see these change and upgrade to make them a little bit easier to get hold of. That's what I am thinking is going to happen. So first off, let's go ahead and dust that brand new Drew McIntyre, because we don't need him. It is nice that it gives you the ability to dust from the catalogue now. Let's see here. Celine says, how about a profile pic for your birthday of your YouTube profile? That would be very cool if they would be willing to do such a thing. If Supercard wants to know, the Grand Cat's birthday is on February 17th. That is the best time to release a big old Grand Cat. And Celine says, can I be on your team, please? Absolutely. All you have to do is join the Discord in the description in the link below, and just say, hey, I'm a fan of the Grand Cat and I would like to join your team, and Jai and King Messiah will take care of the rest, and they will let you know when you can join the team and whether or not you need to wait or what is going on there. So that is all that. George says, why can't I stop laughing? I do not know. It is a question that you would have to answer for us. So we are on the way to... Oh, it looks like Tao has managed to reach Noir tier, which is very cool. Even I'm not there, and I'm his Grand Cat. So let's go ahead and continue playing these. We're going to try and get our way up to China. Celine says, my cat is laying on me, and my dog too. My goodness. That sounds like a... rather full bed. George says he got a Tempest Angelo Dawkins Pro. Very cool. Nice to see. I'm not sure how long we're going to continue playing for. In fact, actually, I'm surprised I was playing this long. We've been streaming for 108 minutes. We're approaching almost the 2-hour mark. It would be the 2-hour mark at 120 minutes. Celine says, yep, in the bed it can hurt. 2 cats on me. Well, when they have their little razor-sharp claws out, then yes. Cats have been known to be rather painful. It also depends on how large your giant meowsers are. Also, the
the items that I should have for the every year on YouTube, I have an advent countdown leading up to Christmas. I couldn't find any cool advent Christmas calendars this year, but what I have instead done is I've got a whole bunch of little One Piece figurines, of which I am going to reveal all the way up to leading up to Christmas, and that should be arriving tomorrow. I had to pay £112 on VAT because living in the UK absolutely sucks for buying anything from outside of the UK. It's very, very annoying, very disappointing to say the least. It is a scam and I disapprove of it. I do not like it. It is thievery, it is stealing, and I am not very happy with it. But it is what it is. And $100 if only, is closer to, I think, $150. And largely there was a lot of presents for various people in Karen cosplay as well. So that will also be a video that will go up at some point. George says I'm going to my grandparents' house for Thanksgiving. Oh, well, that's wonderful news. I'm sure you will enjoy yourself. It was always nice to share Thanksgiving with family. But, so the Grand Cat Advent calendar this year will be One Piece related, and it will be a very exclusive Grand Cat calendar. What is Thanksgiving? BBF Lord asks. It is a American holiday, American festival, where they celebrate when the Americans, when the Pilgrims first arrived in America and had dinner with the Native Americans. This is my understanding from Thanksgiving. And they give thanks for everything they're thankful for, and generally it winds up with a giant fight with your family, where a lot of turkey is eaten and people are not happy. Also, on occasion, there's American football games that go on Thanksgiving, I believe. I believe that is a Thanksgiving tradition. Celine says, today is my brother's birthday. Oh, well, congratulations. Happy birthday to the brother of Celine. Alexi says, gobble gobble. George says, we thank God for things. Well, that is one way of saying it, yeah. It is not incorrect. And dog shows, okay. I wasn't aware of the dog shows that go on for Thanksgiving, but if you say so, then I have no reason to not believe you. And we are now onto the boss fight against China. Celine says, yep, 3 brothers, including me, 1 sister that moved out, and then an unhappy cat emoji. I'm not sure why you are using the unhappy cat emoji. I think you should be pleased with having such a large family. George says he's finna gonna go see Coco again. I think Coco may be a dog. Do till 189 stars at least, since after that matches begin being tough. Okay, well, we'll give that a try. We'll see at what point the matches start becoming more difficult, and then we'll see at what point we need to realistically stop. John Justice Wrestling Entertainment says, hi, Grandcat. Welcome, John Justice Wrestling Entertainment. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming along and joining the stream. We have been streaming for 114 minutes at the moment. I'm not sure how much longer we are going to be streaming for, but we shall see. George Hasty says, my cat will see me, so she can be happy after months. I'm sure your cat will be very, very happy regardless. Cats are very quitting cards. Oh, we defeated China, which means that we should have a brand new reward. So let's go ahead and claim that after the reward as well. That's doing the thing once again. We're just saying that I do not have it. We have to exit out, and once we go back in, then it should be there. And there it is. The rewards for milestone number 8. We've got Bianca Belair, an ambush, a Bianca Belair, and an ambush. And the 2 Bianca Belairs are fully leveled and won in 100 matches. Now that's interesting because I'm not sure that might actually be useful. We're going to combine these two. We're going to use Overrun for this Bianca Belair as well. And let's take a look at our females before we do anything else. So where is our up arrows? We have a Pro BFAB. We have the Tempest Bianca Belair. We have the Pro Ava. And we have Katana Chance. And of course we've got Electro Lopez as well. But I think our Bianca Belair is actually going to be stronger than our Ava. Let's go ahead and train. We'll use another one of these. Full levels up our Bianca Belair, and she is indeed stronger than our Ava, so we are going to get rid of Ava. I believe in our deck editor, or in our female up arrows, it does say that our Ava is still stronger than our Katana Chance or Electro Lopez, but we need space, and there isn't that much difference. In the second we get a Pro Tempest, it would replace Ava anyway, so we are just going to get rid of Tempest as she is. So we're just going to go into Dust Cards, and Recent. Oh, we can also combine our ambushes as well. I actually need to do that. We'll just go back into combinable. There they are. Oh, we have 3 ambushes. Yeah, we're just going to combine these. So yes. We're going to dust those as well, because we do not need that. Was it this one, perhaps? Yes, it's this one that's Judgment Day. Okay. Put it back to Daniel Bryan, because it's hilarious. Chad says, game is busted for me, sadly. That's unusual. What is the problem that you're having, Chad TI? Let's see here, we've got some more messages. Slane says, I got a game for my birthday, kind of like late one, Mortal Kombat 1, the new one. Oh, very cool. That's supposed to be a very, very good game. And Slane says, I'm going for a shower, be back later. Okay, well, enjoy, take your time. Pink Zombie says, sad when one reaches new tier, players will not earn 500 credits anymore. Ah, yes, because the achievements are gone. That is one of the things that are missing. George says, another Tempest, yay. And Chaz says, they fixed what wasn't broken, matches. Alexa says, come again, yes. I too am confused, Alexa. Thank you for iterating that. Let me just go into dust cards while I remember what it is that I am doing. So we can dust this. We're also going to dust the female. So we've got to Unlocked in Pantheon. This Ava, we're going to dust her. And there we go. We're just going to set this back to being recent. And there we go. We are at 443 of 450. And I might need to get rid of some other cards as well. But for the time being, that seems pretty good. So we've just defeated China. We're going to make our way up to Joe Coffee. And if we can, maybe Hurricane. I don't know how far we're planning to get, though. And then after that, we have the entire amateur rank. And then after that is the pro ranks. And the pro rank is the last one you can go for at the moment. And the true final end boss of pro rank is Rey Mysterio. My goodness, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting someone else, but okay. That is crazy. Well, we have been streaming for over 2 hours now. I think I'm going to continue playing. I'm going to get past Joe Coffee and beat Connor over here. And we'll see. It looks like a lot of people start stopping around here. I can see there's a lot of people that are stopping there, and there isn't that many people that are between Bobby Lashley and Bianca Belair. So maybe this is where things start to get difficult. So let's go ahead and try it. So now we're only allowed to use up arrows. And oh, we're now against Tempest cards. Interesting. So Pink Zombie says, trying to remember the name of an anime. There was an Emperor guy, lady with cat eyes seducing him. She is possessed, I think. An Emperor guy and a lady with cat eyes. I am not sure. Is there something above Rookie? Yes, there is. There is 2 other ranks. There's Amateur and then Pro. Are you maybe thinking of Code Geass? Code Geass has, like, special eyes. Or maybe it's a Studio Ghibli movie? But that one is about actual cats, not about people with cat eyes. So we're going to start with a speed. So I'm going to do this because I think this is the point that things might start becoming difficult. No, okay, I think we're okay here. Then BFAB. And power is going to be Superstar Billy Graham. And that is whoa, we lost. That is our very, very first loss. We only got 2 stars for it. Interesting. So his base attack is 348. Interesting. No, his base attack is 307, not 348. Although Batista's base attack is 372. Which is enough to beat every single one of my cards in power. I think we might need to come back to these once we've got maybe a few noir cards or a few pro detentions. But in the meantime, we'll just continue playing. See how far we can get. Yeah, BBF says, use single start supports for the round. Use single start supports. I would prefer not to if I can. So the first one's going to be Charisma. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to use it on Shawn Michaels and Johnny Gargano. Okay, well that seems easy enough to beat. It looks like we didn't even need the support for that one. Toughness, we're going to use BFAB. And this one is speed. Not what I was hoping for, because our roam range is only 243. And we did manage to win it. We did manage to win it as well, so that's good. Okay, interesting. We're also getting 3 forged crystals each time, which is very, very cool. Okay, so the first one is speed. We're going to use our 337 here. Now it is power. There's a tag. I think I'm going to go with these two. Okay, well, we will have no problems whatsoever against them. Now, this one could be a problem. Ours is only 245, and they're using the support that gives plus 29 to charisma. So I think we might lose this one. Yeah, so that's 292. Also, that Joe Coffey seems very, very blurred. Let's continue going, see how far we can get anyway. But I may have to increase the power of my decks a little bit before we can continue. With 407, I think we're fairly safe. And we'll do this as well. We'll just keep going to see how far we can actually get with this. $377. That does beat BFAB. That's not off to a good start. Then we're going to have to use this 363 charisma, which we do win. And the next one is power, so we're going to use this. And we're going to use these two for 300 and 310. And we only barely won that one as well. So that was 301 and 293. Our challenge has been complete for winning male solo games. So the first one is charisma, so we're going to go with Superstar Billy Graham once again. And do we lose that game? We do. It's 365 to our 363, I think it was. Going to use BFAB. We do win that one. Use momentum, that is an option, but I've got other things that I could do if we start losing games, but I don't want to go relying on such tactics just yet. I'll do that when I become desperate. We aren't even using any equipment here. Now we're on the boss fight of Joe Coffey himself. So there you can see he's with Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, of course Gallus, and they are joined with Angelo Dawkins. Then there's Indy Hartwell and BFAB as well. So let's go ahead and try it out. BBF Lord says, because you can unlock next stage even with 1 star, but to unlock next arena you'll need 3 stars in all stages. Interesting. So we do need to go back and perfect everything in order to do it. For this opening match I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use our 2 weaker cards, because I think they should be able to win. That's 301 and 354. Oh no, they do lose. Because they were both on 350. Alright, so we're going to have to rely on BFAB here at 337. And she has 351, so we lose this game. And then we can only just rely on the speed here. And I think we lose this game as well. I think we were at 372 and they're at 373. Yeah. So now see what happens when you actually lose a game. So it offers you to purchase new cards in store. And improve your existing cards. It says these are the current strongest cards in your deck right now, which is the 2 Hurricanes that I've not yet pro'd, which we can pro, and the People's Champion the Rock, who is left arrow. So you can just try again, you can just, there's no downfall to losing that. Interesting. Also, the cards the AI will use will be the same even the sports. Okay, so they always use the same cards. So it's all about increasing the speed is what the computer has access to for this one. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and try one more time. Before I do anything else, let's go ahead and try this. It starts off the speed once again. So because I know what the computer has, and they are closer to 350 each, we're just going to sacrifice this first match, and we're just going to make sure these 2 go in, and these 2 are going to lose this because we can't beat 352 and 353 in speed. It's speed once again. Let's go ahead and see if we can win with BFAB. Even with the plus 58, we still lost. And it's speed again. BBF Lord says, by the way, it also shows what attributes you'll face in the stage. It was only speed for this round. Really? So toughness and charisma, power and charisma. This one's only speed. That makes things interesting. $343, $342, $376. There it is. Okay, we'll try it one more time. But this seems like maybe something that I need better cards to do anything with. So is the first one always a tag match? Well, we know that they use the 2 350 ones first, so I can win this. Let's go ahead and win this one. Also seems to be scripted as well. It always uses that one. Pink Zombie says UK channel Talk TV is so different from BBC News. I imagine it would be. Okay, we managed to win that one. And then the last one is speed, so... I mean, what I can do is I can just do this to get the 3 stars on it. And there we go, we have defeated Joe Coffey. And we got our 3 Pro Forging Crystals. The next one is all going to be down arrows. It can be speed, power, speed, or charisma. Interesting. Yeah, it's lying to me about my rewards once again. So just go back out and go back in. So we are 4 points off of getting 2 copies of a Tempest card and 1 Tempest thing, so I would like to get that. Let's attach this. So let's go ahead and do this. And go back into campaign mode. We're going to take on number 64. We're going to autofill so that John Cena's in there. So power, speed, and charisma. Let's go for it. I'm going to presume that the boss fights are harder than the main fights, the regular fights. Let's see here, charisma. We have 424 in charisma. So I think John Cena's safe there. For power, we're going to use Piper Nevin. We're going to use the equipment just in case. And the last one is tag speed, so we're going to use the 2 that have the higher speed. And we shall see if we manage to win or not. Definitely not. The opponent managed to get up to over 400 in each one. So we've got 2 stars there. So let's go ahead and take on 65. Oh, this is Jai and Kamara King are both here. Granka, you should make a video to your birthday in 2024. Generally, there are birthday videos. They tend to be celebrated in Kerden cosplay. So this one is only charisma. So we need to change this to something that supports charisma then. Like this. And I don't have anything better there. That's difficult. Okay, let's give it a try. So for the first one, let's throw out John Cena. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. I feel like the females are just going to lose here because even with plus 58 to both of them, I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm just going to have to accept this loss. Yeah, 419 and 397. Even with plus 58 to both of them, it wouldn't have made enough of a difference to fix that. So we're going to have to use this, and we're going to have to go for the 461 from Big Ol' Rosa here. And he should beat Ricochet. And there we go, with those 2 stars, I think we've got our reward. And we have also surpassed both Jai and Camaro King. So this one is going to be power and speed. These stats are starting to become very difficult, to say the least. I'm not sure how much more we're going to get out of this. So we're going to close here. We're going to come back out. Going to go back in. And we're going to check rewards. And there we go. We have the Milestone 9 rewards, where we have got another John Cena. And we have the WWE Universe as well, which is very, very cool indeed. BBF Lord says the stats of stage 84 are 1.2 thousand and pro crucible cards are 900 to 1,000, so it gets very crazy. Interesting. So I could make another pro John Cena, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fortify this John Cena into a fortified 2. So yeah, I'm going to keep Inspire. And we're going to fortify once again. And we're going to take Inspire over Reversal. And let's train. Let's maybe do something like this. Wow, that did not do very much at all. Okay, those aren't enough. Let's go ahead and use this. There we go, that is more than enough. So there we go, our strongest card thus far is now our Fortified 2 John Cena. Let's take a look at our combinables. We do have 2 W universes. And it seems now that it's more important than ever to make sure all of these are at their highest stats. BBF says it's a glitch. 100 level myth cards can level up to max level. Oh, really? That's a glitch. Interesting. I didn't realise that. Well, in that case, we might as well take advantage of it just now, then, before they fix it. Cool. So this is toughness, this is to charisma. I see. Okay, I think I need to train up some of these cards. So it's only myth cards? BBF Lord says, I feel like I'm teaching a good kid to cheat with all these glitches. Why does the detention do less than the Tempest? And why is MVP always had like more power than any of the other stats? It's like It's really crazy. It's only MVP that's like that. And I do not know why. Okay, I think I need to train up these. So is it only myth cards? Really? It doesn't work with SummerSlams? If I do this? Okay, it works with SummerSlams as well. Hmm. Okay, let's see where that takes us up to. Okay, so we need to pro these W universes. And these two Maxine Duprees. Is there a glitch in Money in the Bank? Not that I'm aware of, but I mean, if you guys want to let me in on anything that you guys know. Okay, and anything lower than this isn't worth our time. My phone just made a weird bleep noise. I don't know what that was about. Because it looks like we're still connected. Yeah, because I can see the stream on my laptop here. So that's interesting. Okay, so I've got a lot more to do for Royal Wednesday. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. And as expected, the MVP has now become our strongest card. In the Black Panther gear. You know what, I think I like the Black Panther gear. That's fine, that's staying on there. So... So we've got power, charisma, and toughness. We're currently missing speed. Speed would be very helpful. We also have to speed and charisma, to minus power, and plus charisma. And then that's to all stats. Oh, and we've got minus power and toughness. Interesting. It looks like I need to collect more of these supports if we're going to try and really continue our way through campaign mode realistically. Because we are... We are now 21 stars away from the next unlock, which gives us another Pro Tempest, and it gives us 2 copies of a Tempest support. So that's interesting. But there we are, folks. We have been streaming for quite some time, and I think it is now about time to bring the stream to a close. I want to thank every single one of you who have all been part of the stream, who have all joined me. I am going to go off screen. I'm going to do the rest of Wild Wednesday. But thank you all for joining me here throughout all of this wild, what is it called, wild campaign that we did. My voice is starting to hurt a bit. And I'm attacked by coughs. I was drinking a little bit of water there, so that's what I was doing. But the stream was fun. Thank you, BBF Lord. I tried to get around to all of your comments. I don't think I got to all of them. I think there was parts where I was more focused on the game and trying to increase and trying to get past some of the campaign things. But I think I need to level up the deck a little bit more, and then maybe we can come back to the campaign and see if we can progress a little bit further in it by next time. Austin KZ is saying thank you for the stream today. Alexa says the stream was fun. I want to thank each and every one of you that came along and joined, whether you commented or whether you didn't comment, whether you were just watching on your phones, whether you're watching in the background, whether you're watching on your laptops or on your TV. Thank you very, very much to each and every single one of you. Celine says, I'm surprised about the campaign. It was so fun about the stream. Well, thank you, Celine. Really means a lot to me. And once again, I'm going to do my outro, then we're going to close up, and off screen, I'm going to do Wild Wednesday, and I'm going to record the rewards for Wild Wednesday, and you'll see that on a YouTube short going up a little bit later. So, once again, folks, thank you all for coming along. If you enjoyed the stream, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little streams go up. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.